Hey sweet friends, it is $10 Tuesday, and you know what that means. I'm going to show you how to make a meal for your family that feeds at least four for $10. And today I'm going to show you how to make chicken taco nachos. But first, we need to go in the grocery store and grab what we need. That way we can get started. Let's go. 1 jar of salsa, but we're not going to use the whole thing. We'll save some for another recipe. A packet of taco seasoning. If you can get the chicken taco seasoning, that's even better. We need chicken. Pick whatever pack you want, but I try to get the most bang for my buck. We're going to need chicken broth. I get the less sodium, and we'll save some of this for another recipe. We need the salsa con queso, and we're not going to use it all, and we'll save some. This is what your cart should look like. I will tell you, all of this right now is going to be more than $10, but we're not going to use all of the chicken. We're not going to use all of the sauce. We're not going to use all of the broth, and we're not going to use all of the salsa. So we can save all these and turn them into another meal. But let's go check out and then head home. So now we're home, and it's time to put our chicken in the crock pot. The particular pack of chicken that I chose had 6 chicken breasts in it. I'm going to divide this evenly. I'm going to put 2 chicken breasts in the crock pot for this recipe, and then I'll put 2 chicken breasts per bag in a freezer bag and throw them in our freezer. That way I can save them for other recipes. Next, we've got the chicken broth that's going to go in. I'm only going to use a half a cup of the chicken broth, and if you notice, all these cartons like this have 4 cups of chicken broth. So I'm going to throw the remainder of this in my refrigerator and save it, and we'll use it at another date. Next, I've got our taco seasoning. I was able to find a packet of the chicken taco seasoning. We're just going to dump this all right in on top of the chicken and the chicken broth. Now we're going to cover and cook this on high for an hour. After an hour, remove the lid, and then we're going to add in a half a cup of our salsa. We're going to use another half cup, but that'll be later on in the recipe. But you see, we still have about 2/3 of the jar left, and we'll save that for another recipe. So put the lid on, cover it back up, and cook it for 2 more hours on high. After 2 hours, take the lid off, and then we're going to shred it up. You can take the chicken out and shred it with a mixer or 2 forks or whatever. I just have this little mix and chop from Pampered Chef that I'm going to use. And we're going to get this as nice and fine as you like, or as chunky as you like. Totally up to you. After we get the chicken all shredded up, it is time to add in the salsa con queso. We're going to end up adding a cup of this, but I only have a half cup measure out, so that's why you see me add it in twice. But we'll add in 1 cup of the salsa con queso, and then after that, you want to add in another half cup of your salsa. I particularly didn't care to add in another half cup of my salsa because I didn't want it too soupy, and if you have seen my TikTok, you know my husband is not a fan of soup, and anything that looks like soup, he's not going to eat it. So go ahead and give this all a really good stir, and then cover this back up and let it cook on low for about 30 minutes. At this point, I'm done with the chicken. It's ready to plate. All I got to do is just pour out my nachos and then put the chicken mixture on top. But if you want and you have anything extra in your fridge to just jazz up your nachos, go ahead and do that. While my chicken was cooking, I took and shredded half a block of Monterey Jack cheese. That way we could top ours with it. And my husband asked if we could put olives and banana peppers on his, so I went ahead and pulled those out of the refrigerator. And now I'm just going to make his plate. It is just going to be layering it however you like. I've got the nachos down. I'm going to get a good amount of this chicken mixture, and then I'm going to top it with his olives and banana peppers, and then I'll throw that shredded cheese on top and stick it in the microwave for about 35 to 40 seconds. That way the shredded cheese just melts on top, and then we're ready to eat. So much food, and it was so good, and we both said we would definitely make this again. I hope you give it a try. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe to my channel. Bye, y'all.